So, Jessica.
Yeah, James, what's up?
I've got some more questions. I just got the email from my agent, Naomi, that my book is on submission. Actually, it happened today. I'm gonna.
Why do you sound so stiff?
I'm nervous. So I just got the question. I just got the. So, Jessica.
Yeah, James, what's up?
I just got the email from Naomi that my book's on submission, and I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. So I've got some more questions for you.
Okay.
Bear with me here. So what can I expect from my agent once the book is out on submission? Will I know what editors and publishers are? Okay, you seem like you knew where this one was going.
It depends. I mean, I know what you can expect from Naomi, of course. Right. But what I think you should expect is communication. So when your agent says, hey, we're ready to go, we're going to go out on submission, you, within a couple of days, should be getting information on where it's at. Now, how much information and what the agent provides is going to be different for everybody. What I tend to do is just send a list of which houses have requested it, so which houses are currently reviewing it. That doesn't mean those are the only houses I've sent to. It's just that those are the ones I got responses from now.
That have it at the moment.
Yeah. So I might query and send my pitch to 10 editors, but I might only send you today a list of 5 that have it.
So if, say, 5 have it and 2 more requests after you send that email, do you send an email that they requested, or is it more of a roundup thing?
I'm going to be honest. I'm really bad at this. This is one of my personal weak spots, and why I hope that my authors get in touch with me. So once I'm in the role, yes, usually for the first week I will say, okay, that's with 5 people, and then maybe tomorrow I'll get like, hey, we got 2 more requests, so now it's with these 7 people. But as I go and as the process goes on over the course of a few weeks, if I get more requests or I decide to pitch a few more editors, sometimes I forget.
Right, that was my next question, because if you don't tell them that they have the book, I'm sure they get surprised when they get a rejection from, if they get a rejection from that editor.
Honestly, I'm sure they're very surprised.
Who the hell is this? Anyway, so I can expect to receive rejection. Should I expect to receive their notes, or just that they rejected the book and they're no longer considering?
Every agent is different again, and I think that part of what you can expect needs to be part of the conversation with the agent. So the way I work it is, you will get, once I pitch your book, you will get a list of all the houses that have it. When rejections come in, I pretty universally forward them. It's rare. There are a few editors in the past who have said, I just mean, and I don't forward their rejections because I find them useless. But other than that, I tend not to edit the rejection, because I think that depending, the rejections should form a picture of an overall problem with the writing. Right. So if we're seeing that nobody's connecting with the character consistently over and over again, then that's something with your next book that we will want to look out for. And it's something I will say to you, like, hey, take a look at your rejections as you're working on your next book, see if anything resonates with you.
Right.
That doesn't mean we won't sell it. We could see that same, I don't connect with the character 10 times, and we could still sell the book. So that doesn't.
So I just thunk up a question while you were talking. So I know from, I guess, working in the industry that there's a lot of rules as far as submissions, but many authors might not know this. What's a good amount of number editors that would be considering my book at one time? Because they can't submit to certain imprints at the same time.
Right.
So what is...
That depends on the agent. Some just want to go really big and really hard and might send to everybody who will possibly review it, and in and out and done.
Right.
Some will do a much more streamlined approach and do maybe 2, 3, 4 at a time. I tend to be in the middle of that and do chunks because I want it to be manageable as well.
Right.
Like, I don't think trying to manage 30 editors when an offer comes in is really that doable. So I will try to narrow the list to something I can manage, assuming that an offer is going to come in and I'm going to need to manage multiple offers.
So then if it's like in one, out one, if you get a rejection, you'll go out with another, or?
More or less. Sometimes I'll take a few rejections, and then, like, I might take 2 rejections and go out with 4 pitches.
Okay.
I have to say, I don't have a consistent rule, things like that.
You mentioned a little before that you hope your authors reach out to you. Is that something that is appropriate? How often could I reach out?
I think that you should be able to reach out really as much as you want.
Okay.
No agent, I mean, that being said, no agent wants to have daily communication with any client.
Sorry, Naomi.
Yeah. I mean, not that we don't want to, but there's really no reason to.
Yeah,
so within reason. But this is a business partnership, and I think that if you're afraid to contact your agent because you're bothering them and this and that, then that's a problem. And if your agent is acting like every bit of communication is a bother, then to me that's a problem.
Right.
They should be, easy to communicate with. And I think a part of this is establishing it. Like, if I haven't heard from you, when should I check in, this and that. But if an agent says, don't check in, I will always get in touch with you, that's kind of a red flag to me.
Yeah.
Who wants to?
Okay, that was helpful. Should I be doing anything else while my book is on submission?
You should be writing your next book.
Okay, well, that's a lot of pressure.
But you should be writing it with the knowledge and sort of blessing, which is a stupid word, but of your agent.
Right.
So instead of just going, I'm going to write this, I wrote my picture book and now I'm going to write this, erotic romance. Probably not what your agent wants to see next.
Not my agent. She's never going to see that.
No, I don't either. I would talk to her and say, what should I be doing next?
Okay.
What would you like to see? And this is, I think, in our last video, we talked about your ideas. So this is the point. Say, hey, I've got a couple ideas. These are some of the things I was thinking of doing. Do you have time?
Right. I actually just did that. I sent Naomi an email with a couple of ideas, and we've been going back and forth on what's most sensible. Yeah, that's a word. Most sensible and what's...
Because you're building a brand.
Right.
So...
All right, well, that's all I've got on when your book is out on submission. I'm sure I'll have more questions in like 5 minutes.
So it went out this week?
Yes, today.
Good luck.
So, I'm not crying.
Hey Buford, don't you think everybody should subscribe to our YouTube videos? I do. They should also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and check out our website for a ton more great information, just like they heard today. And of course, to find out how to become a BookEnds client.